Me and my wife engaged in Plan B.
And what's Plan B?
What?
I'm just wondering, what is Plan B?
Plan B is the morning after pill.
And what does that do?
It aborts. It causes a premature evacuation of the uterus.
So it could be an abortion. You don't know whether you're pregnant or not.
Exactly.
Yeah. But if it works, it would kill the child at a very early stage in development.
Hours after the combination, sure.
Right.
Which, without a picture up of that, you're not really showing the overall picture, are you?
No, you're right, because a lot of babies are aborted through Plan B.
Yeah.
And you're right, that's an abortion, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
the thing is, it may or may not, you don't know, because you don't know whether you're pregnant or not.
It is. Conceptually, it's the same thing.
You're good with it, basically. If
Yeah.
it right. It's the same thing with the birth control pill too.
I wouldn't want my wife to abort a late stage baby.
Why not?
Because that's something that at late stage we should have come to terms with that already, right?
What do you mean come to terms with it?
Whether we're keeping the baby or not. But if you abort at an early stage, it's a completely different mental combination.
Why is it a different combination? Sorry?
Because there's no connection. At that point, it's not a baby.
So you're a baby if you've made a connection to it, and if you haven't made a connection, you're not a baby?
Sure.
Well, I know that's what you're saying. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
How does that make sense, though?
Because the day after it's just two cells, right?
Well, no, it's a lot more than two cells, but it's maybe a group of cells, but whatever.
Okay.
So you're saying that even if it's the first cell after fertilization, which is called a zygote,
Sure.
That's not a human being.
Right.
According to who?
I think according to any law of survivability.
What about according to science?
Yeah.
So you're saying that science says that life doesn't begin at conception?
I would say that life can't exist unless it can sustain itself.
But wait a minute, that's your opinion, but what does science say about it?
I think science would agree that it's not actually a human being until it's a being. And it's not a being if it can't exist outside of a womb.
So now you're talking about whether it can exist on its own, whether it's viable or not.
Exactly.
So that's about when? When is it viable?
Certainly not at the day after.
No,
Right.
not likely.
But we're going to argue.
Well, no,
you're argue semantics. I'm saying, where's your pictures? You say that you're trying to put up this honest front, but it's not an honest front. It's you've taken the most heinous images that you can possibly find, put them on a sign. You haven't. You're not even, people in your organization probably don't even know what a day old.
Well, we do. It's
like,
just
right?
maybe a group of cells. Doesn't look much like a human being.
Snot. It would look like snot.